when you have clients that are not a match and they're draining, your capacity is going to decrease. You always frame up the energy audit and looking at what makes a good client versus a client that's not a match for this type of work that you do. And what we look at for that is a matrix, and we're looking at two levers here. So first is investment. So there are some clients who will try and get you to discount your services, get the cheapest possible price. And there are some clients who are quite happy to pay for a service and invest in getting an outcome that they're happy with. The second is about commitment. And this can translate similar to, I always use a physio example. When you go to the physio and they're like, okay, this is your problem. And they're like, I want you to go home with these exercises, but you never do the exercises.
Yeah, 100%.
And then you come back and complain that you didn't get the outcomes. And if they do those things correctly, they're probably going to get good results. But if they don't listen, then obviously that's going to impact their results. So what this is basically saying is when you've got a client who is making an investment and happy to make the investment with you, they're committed to getting the result with you. They're what we call strategic partners. They're great clients to have because they're following the instructions, they're getting the results, and they're happy to pay and get the service, right? But what happens when you have a client who's not committed to getting the result and they don't want to pay for the service? Generally, those clients are more draining by nature because then they're trying to reduce the amount that they're paying, or they don't want to pay for the service. But equally, they're not committed to getting the result either, because your ability to scale in this model is going to be very much linked to the capacity that you have. And what we know is that when you have clients that are not a match and they're draining, your capacity is going to decrease.